Quick look outside, folks. It is a sunny day. We have the heat on, but changes are coming. I'll get you ready for that coming up.
Plus, a suspect shot by a sheriff's deputy after crashing a stolen car near the Columbia Center Mall. And another suspected car thief in Richland takes out multiple patrol cars in an escape from police. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From KEPKView Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. We're 20 seconds away from 6 a.m.
We're almost there.
We're almost there. Good Monday morning to you. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Jason.
Oh my goodness, it is just gorgeous. And you got out into the gorgeous sunshine this weekend?
I did for a little while, yes.
A picnic or just walking?
Just out in the yard.
Oh,
just enjoying it, yeah.
Yeah, well, I went for a nice little walk.
Oh,
it was
nice.
just lovely. And another nice day for a walk if you stay hydrated and have the sunscreen on. Let's take a look outside. Again, beautiful shot from Geese Stadium, and we're just going to continue to drink in all of this sunshine. It's going to continue for the next couple of days, and we have just plain old sunshine for Yakima. So our highs today, we're going to be in the upper 80s and lower 90s for most of our cities, mid 80s for Ellensburg, but plenty of sunshine. We have some winds this morning, especially in the Yakima Valley, 10 to 15, maybe a little bit above that miles per hour. So a little bit of wind out there for the Mid-Columbia and the Blues, not too much wind. But we're going to see ever increasing temperatures towards Wednesday as we get to the mid to upper 90s for many of our areas. But as we get to our weekend, we're going to see much cooler conditions. So more heat today. We have that cool down, and the rain could possibly be returning as soon as Wednesday. Better chance will be Friday morning. So we'll get into that in my full forecast that's coming up. But for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
A law enforcement officer shot a suspect last night in Kennewick after an alleged attempted armed carjacking. As of late last night, Columbia Center Boulevard was closed to north and southbound traffic, as well as the mall parking lot. All of those are now open following an investigation. Now, KEPKView's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live from the scene of where the shooting happened. Riley, what have you learned so far this morning?
Jill, we haven't learned much this morning. We're still waiting for law enforcement officers to get back and give us an update on what led to this situation. What we do know, the Kennewick Police Department was pursuing a stolen car late last night around 8:40 when the driver, suspected of armed robbery and car theft, crashed into the lawn at the Bank of America right near Columbia Center Mall. This all took place right behind me. Law enforcement officers say that the suspect then took off on foot toward the mall and attempted to take another car at gunpoint. That was when a Benton County Sheriff's deputy fired at the suspect. They were hurt and taken to a local hospital. Their condition is not known at this time. We do know that no one else was hurt in this shooting. Law enforcement officers were still here just a few hours ago, but the scene is clear and all of the roads that were closed last night appear to be open. We're working to learn more information on what happened last night and what led up to this situation. We'll keep you updated right here and on our website, yaktrinews.com. Live in Kennewick with Good Morning Northwest, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Riley. A suspected car thief is on the run after smashing two patrol vehicles and racing away from law enforcement in Richland Sunday morning. Just after 8 a.m., a Richland officer spotted a black Cadillac Escalade parked on the sidewalk next to Walmart on Dupertale Street. The Escalade had been reported as stolen, and the Richland Police Department believed the vehicle was connected to vehicle prowls that had been reported in the area. Officers approached and found a man sleeping in the driver's seat. Spike strips were placed in front of the vehicle while police vehicles were placed around the stolen vehicle. When the driver woke up, he put the vehicle into gear and began smashing the police vehicles, and he was then able to get enough room to drive away. The Cadillac was found abandoned a short distance away. And a short time later, Richland police received a call about a stolen vehicle in the area of where the Escalade was found abandoned. Police say they believe the same suspect broke into a nearby garage and stole a vehicle inside. The vehicle is described as a white 2023 Hyundai Palisade. Investigators said that vehicle was last spotted in the area of Road 68 in Pasco. A fire broke out near the Columbia Center Mall Saturday. You can see smoke here just off of West Willamette Avenue. The fire appeared to be a brush fire that sparked below the edge of the street. Fire crews managed to put out the blaze, but we don't have word yet on what started the fire. On June 6, 2021, avid outdoorsman Jonathan Spear was gardening in the yard of his Yakima home when he was shot in a random shooting that left him paralyzed. Thanks to community support, physical therapy, and special equipment, he's been able to go back to doing the things he loves the most, including camping, mountain biking, and cross-country skiing. But last month, doctors found a tumor in his brain. They successfully removed it last week, but he's struggling with his speech, and they don't know what's next.
A spinal cord injury or brain cancer are shocking in isolation. And when you have both of those things happen in an individual's life, it just almost leaves you dumbfounded, trying to figure out the what and why of that. And sometimes I don't know that there is a why.
His family says the doctors are hopeful that the speech issues are due to swelling from the operation, but he's looking at a difficult, expensive recovery. Their friends have made them a GoFundMe page to try to help with those costs. Making a difference in our community, Leadership Tri-Cities is on the home stretch of its latest class project. They raised more than $50,000 to help the domestic violence services of Benton and Franklin County open up the Mariposa Boutique, which held a ribbon cutting Friday afternoon. The thrift store that will serve everyone in the community and be a resource for those getting out of domestic violence situations. But the executive director of the Domestic Violence Services of Benton and Franklin counties says that's not the only exciting news they have to share.
Yesterday we got our official letter that we are receiving $1,064,000 to do 10 apartments. They should be done probably in the next 90 days if all goes well with construction. And they'll be in Richland, and we'll be able to utilize them for services for our clients here from Benton and Franklin counties that are receiving services.
The executive director tells us one difficulty in the past has been finding landlords to partner with the domestic violence services for spaces like this. She says this landlord has committed 40 years to provide for the domestic violence services. The thrift store is at 3311 Clearwater Avenue, right next to the Kennewick Driver's Licensing Office. There are more ways to get involved with the organization, and you can read about them on our website, yaktrinews.com. Well, what's worse than waking up and realizing you're out of coffee? Whether this applies to you or you're looking to get a taste of the Pacific Northwest, Madeline Hagan introduces us to a Richland couple who's ensuring everyone has access to the Northwest's best cup of joe.
Brandon Hoff and his wife Anna love coffee.
We've always been passionate about coffee. We've drank coffee our whole adult life.
So last July, they finally took the steps to execute their dream of a subscription-based coffee club.
So we partner with one roaster each month, all from different locations in the Northwest.
Born and raised in the Pacific Northwest, Brandon says this region boasts the best coffee beans.
We know the pride that people take living in the Pacific Northwest. Specialty coffee has its roots here. P&W is huge about supporting small business.
Not only do the Hoffs want to ensure your coffee is always stocked,
you don't have to worry about it. Your coffee's at your door as soon as you run out.
they also want to expose coffee drinkers to tastes they may not get in their hometowns.
That was a key driver, and for the roaster side too. A lot of the roasters, their customers are solely in, if they're based in Portland, it's in Portland, so that it gets an opportunity for them to get their coffee into new homes.
The Hoffs taste every coffee that's a part of this subscription box.
For one, look for a small business roaster, and we only purchase specialty coffee from coffee roasters, highest quality coffee beans that you can get.
And from there, the amount and frequency is up to the subscriber.
You select your what type of roast that you want, light, medium, or dark. You select if you want whole bean or ground coffee. And then how many bags you want. You can choose between 1 or 2, and then how often you want it delivered.
With a toddler, newborn, and growing business, the Hoffs keep busy. But despite the late nights spent working, Brandon hopes it's a learning opportunity for their children.
There's always going to be a reason not to do something. And if that something is starting a business, whatever your dream is, stop thinking of a reason why not. Just go for it.
And the club will celebrate its 1-year anniversary next month. There will be a special deals and a giveaway, and you can find the coffee club online. We have a link at yaktrinews.com. STCU and Cap KVU Local News are looking for community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step helping us all. If you know someone like this, please nominate them by clicking on contests at yaktrynews.com. Every 6 weeks or so, we choose a volunteer to profile on Cap KVU Local News, and STCU awards his or her organization a $1,000 donation. Thank you for nominating someone, and a big thank you to all volunteers who make our communities stronger. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, as you enjoy your morning coffee, you can also drink in all of the sunshine this morning. Will it continue? I'll let you know in my First Alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, a 13-year-old golf prodigy has the chance to make history later today as he attempts to earn a spot in the U.S. Open.
Get 2.9% APR plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT4. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. And with the lunch special starting as low as $10.49 for a 2-topping Pee-wee pizza and a medium drink, why go anywhere else? Delicious, mouth-watering food with only the freshest ingredients. It's lunchtime and I'm going to Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. It's 6:12 on this Monday morning. Well, nothing seems to be breaking the stride of a 13-year-old golf prodigy who could already be on the fast track to superstardom. His name is Jayden Soong, and he's teeing up later today for a spot at the upcoming U.S. Open in Los Angeles. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest.
Today, this teenager is looking to make history. 13-year-old Jayden Soong teeing off for a chance to play in one of golf's major championships. If he finishes in the top 5, he'll be the youngest ever to compete in the U.S. Open.
It's my favorite sport. I couldn't imagine playing anything else.
The 7th grader teeing off against 89 other players, including former PGA Tour pros and top college players.
I don't have too many expectations, but just to go out there and have fun, just learn from the experience because I'm playing with really good players.
And while Jayden and his dad aren't trying to set any expectations,
my expectations are already exceeded. The fact that he's in the sectionals was literally a dream. I mean, the U.S. Open to me is obviously, it's a great opportunity.
He's already the youngest player to ever get this far, all 5'2" and 115 pounds of him. And this isn't the first time Jayden has made headlines.
Hi, my name is Jayden Soong. I am 8 years old.
From ages 6 to 8, Jayden placed first at the U.S. Kids Worlds in back-to-back years. Now, after having a few years to mature,
hello,
and with a 280-yard drive on his first practice hole,
I play with a 3 to 5 handicapper, and he's a great golfer, and I've never seen him hit it this far.
He's got the distance.
There's the hole. There's the ball. Yeah, he's okay.
And the accuracy to take center stage at one of golf's biggest events. But when you're in middle school, there are bigger priorities.
I'm missing school for that day, so it's just even better.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Very cool. The U.S. Open has a prize pool of over $17 million. Even if he gets in and wins, amateurs like Jaden aren't eligible to take home any prize money, but most likely that'll be in his future. Well, coming up, 5 people are shot in their car in a small town in Texas, leaving 1 dead and 3 children injured. Also, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Get you ready for this Monday morning. Folks, you're watching Good Morning Northwest.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
From Camp KView, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease, and my doctors in Spokane strongly encouraged me to change careers. It's just amazing. Just recently I had a need for a walker. Right there it was. If I need any supplies, they're there for me. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
She's forecasted local weather for 3 years, and starting tonight, she joins the Cap KView First Alert Weather Team.
Join me each evening at 5, 6, and 6:30 on Cap KView Local News.
Stacy Lee, Cap KView First Alert Weather. Watch weeknights.
I like that. It's a nice way to start our Monday.
Monday, Adrian Brody from Asteroid City, plus Dominique Fishback.
Today at 9 on Cap KView.
This newscast sponsored by Dairy Queen. Now, Cap KView First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. What a beautiful morning we have already, and we're going to continue to see beautiful sunrises and sunsets this week with plenty of sunshine and plenty of heat, at least to start our work week. But we are going to see a bit of a cool down as we get to our weekend. I'll get to that in a bit. This morning, though, from 52 in Hermiston, looks like, well, 59, a rare hot spot in Dayton, 58 for Hanford. So warm conditions this morning. And again, the close grouping of those temperatures means we're in a very steady weather pattern. So when we're close from Ellensburg to Pendleton, you know that we're going to be in store for some pretty calm conditions. So as we move into the next couple of days, this is for the Tri-Cities. We're at 92 today and just going to steadily rise to the upper 90s. So all of our areas, mostly mid to upper 90s by Wednesday. Then we'll be starting to cool down Thursday. But look at this drop as we go from Thursday into Friday. That is 11 degrees, and we'll have in Yakima, for example, 17-degree drop from Thursday into Friday. That also means we have a good chance of some shower activity, especially early on Friday. But cooler conditions, you've been waiting for cooler conditions. They are on the way. So very warm, though, to start our work week. So in our future cast, clear as we move in our morning hours. Still seeing that shower activity in the more or less southern part of Idaho, and that will continue on and off for the next couple of days, but not breaking into our areas. Beautiful conditions all day today. Tomorrow morning for your commute, clear as a bell. We'll continue to see that, but as we get to Wednesday morning, we could see, or Wednesday day, we could see a little bit of shower activity coming in from the south, and then that good chance of shower activity as we get to Friday morning. So a little bit of shower activity, first real chance of shower activity since we saw that scattered thunder and lightning last Saturday, not the previous Saturday, but the one before that. So we are seeing a little bit of wind, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds expected for Ellensburg, Toppenish, Yakima today, more or less around 10 to light for the mid-Columbia. And as we move along in our work week, we're still going to be just hanging around 10 mile per hour winds, so no real variance as we get into even our weekend. So again, just like it has been for the past couple of days, breezy at times, but still pretty calm. So for our highs today, we're in the mid to upper 80s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valley areas. Again, we're going to be just a hair warmer tomorrow. For the mid-Columbia, we're in the lower 90s, upper 80s. In the lovely Blue Mountain region, 89 for Walla Walla. Our chilliest spots, again, are Pendleton and Ellensburg, but still above average for those cities for this time of year. 7-day forecast, and again, we're right around that 90-degree mark, a little warmer, hair warmer for Yakima tomorrow, then mid-90s Wednesday and Thursday, then that 17-degree drop from Thursday to Friday with possible showers. We are going to be cooler for our weekend, and right around that 80-degree mark Friday and Saturday, maybe a little warmer on your Sunday. More sunshine than not for the week ahead, but still we could see a little bit of shower activity at times. Tri-Cities area up to 98 by Wednesday, mid-90s tomorrow and Thursday, and then mid-80s for Friday and Saturday. So folks, we are continuing that trend of these warmer temperatures by about 15 degrees above our average for this time of year today and into the rest of our work week. But do get ready for cooler temperatures on the way, but sunny skies and a little bit of wind in the Yakima Valley today.
Police in Sunnyvale, Texas are searching for 2 suspects after a shooting that left 4 people injured and 1 dead. Sydney Persing has the story.
Man, I'm so sad. Like, this is crazy.
Inside this little white car.
That's the car that pulled up with the kids?
Police say 3 little kids and 2 adults were shot Sunday.
Man, this is so sad.
We don't have this kind of violence that occurs here.
Sunnyvale Police Chief Bill Vegas told reporters 2 suspects followed the 5 victims to this townhome.
As the victims were sitting in the car, the suspect got out of their car, approached the victim's car, and opened fire.
All 5 victims, Vegas said, are likely related.
It is a family.
The adult woman is dead. The adult man is in the hospital, as are all 3 children who are just 8 to 10 years old.
We seen them though. Yeah, we seen them taken.
Their injuries, Chief Vegas said, appear to be non-life threatening.
That is preliminary. We don't know for sure. We don't know 100%.
And for him to just walk up and shoot kids is kind of crazy. Anybody that got a heart to shoot kids ain't got no heart at all.
Vegas said 1 suspect is a man, the other a woman.
They don't know who he is.
Possibly traveling in a black Toyota Camry.
We do know that they are armed. We do know that they are capable of shooting, but we're here and we're going to make sure that we find out who is responsible. But it's a horrific scene, and it's not anything that I'd want my officers to be dealing with.
Stay safe. All right, you too.
When we return on Good Morning Northwest, the Seattle City Council is preparing for a vote on drug enforcement laws within city limits.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese, our burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's the Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's the Educated Cigar in Richland.
Hey, check out the new Oreo Brookie Blizzard at DQ. Oreo pieces, brownie, and cookie. This treat is doing the most, which makes it the perfect treat for when you're doing, well, the least. Oh, this is nice. Oh, come on!
Hey, neighbor!
We were enjoying a moment with the Oreo Brookie Blizzard. Okay. This is more like it. Enjoy your Oreo Brookie Blizzard moment today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ana Garcia, pediatrician with Astria Health. The best time to establish care with a pediatrician is now. Kids don't come with instructions. Pediatricians, we're a great resource for helping keep your kids healthy and safe. I'm accepting new patients every day, and I would love to be able to be part of your life.
Go online to www.astria.health. Astria Health, always here.
It's great to see you. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
Welcome back on this Monday morning. After Governor Inslee had to call a special session of the state Congress to come to a decision on how Washington state will enforce drug laws, the city of Seattle is now planning a vote to decide whether or not they'll enforce state law within city limits. And their decision could influence other cities across the state. Paul Rivera reports.
As King County sees this on city streets, drug use, overdoses, deaths at record levels, state lawmakers have passed a drug use law. Whether that's enforced in Seattle is now up to city council members. City Attorney Ann Davison said if council members vote next week to pass a city ordinance that mirrors the state law, then she will have the power to prosecute these misdemeanor crimes and push for treatment. But if not,
if this doesn't pass by city council, it would in effect decriminalize controlled substances in the city of Seattle.
And we're learning council members could be split on the issue. Should the ordinance be dropped, it could be up to the King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, who handles felonies, to take on that new responsibility. Davison does not want it to come to that.
I don't think that it would be prosecuted by the King County prosecutor, and I think that it would be a sad state here in the city otherwise.
In a letter we obtained, King County Prosecutor Lisa Mannion told Seattle City Council members about potential issues, urging them to pass the ordinance to allow the city attorney and police to enforce the law, saying the prosecuting attorney's office does not have the funding or the staff necessary to take on a new body of misdemeanor cases. Mannion also said there also is the question of whether Seattle police have jurisdiction to investigate these types of crimes without a Seattle ordinance mirroring state law.
When you see what's on our streets, parks, and buses, what's happening, what we've been doing in the past is not working. We're trying to get people into treatment and make our public spaces safer.
Whether or not that mission is carried out hinges on what happens inside this building, City Hall.
Coming up, it's the latest incident between American and the Chinese military after two warships nearly collide near Taiwan. That's coming up on Good Morning Northwest on this Monday morning. Stick with us, everyone.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
Coming up next time on Welcome Home. Discover ways to help ACs keep you cooler. Give your yard some color with great summer plants. Find out why solar power is more than just a way to save money. We'll also talk with a roofing professional, plus find out new ways to enhance your home using fences and decks. And we'll meet the painting bees. Join me for Welcome Home.
Welcome Home. Watch Saturday at 4 on Cap KView.
What do you do when your employee gets hurt on the job? Here's a story about Jay. He got hurt at work and couldn't perform his normal duties. That's rough, but there's good news. You see, Jay works for TISA, and TISA wants to do right by her employee. She knows all about L&I's Stay at Work program, so TISA gets to keep a valuable employee like Jay on the payroll doing a light-duty job while he heals. And TISA gets reimbursed half of Jay's wages, up to $10,000. Now, that's what we call a win-win. Learn more at lni.wa.gov/stay at work.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Welcome to the Spectrum Lab, where we're bringing you the best in connectivity with Spectrum One.
Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, free for 12 months. Call 833-823-4999.
Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest internet speeds in the nation, so you always have the speed you need for all your connected devices. This guy gets it.
Advanced Wi-Fi comes with state-of-the-art security and privacy, which automatically blocks online threats on all your devices. If it's connected, it's protected.
Plus, Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data on a reliable nationwide network.
At Spectrum, we're always working to bring you better ways to connect.
You think they noticed the orb? I think so. Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, free for 12 months. Call 833-823-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or Spectrum Store today.
Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
Tensions between the United States and China continue to rise after the latest confrontation between the two militaries. And a sonic boom over Washington, D.C. takes residents by surprise. What the U.S. fighter jets were after coming up.
And folks, we're starting our work week like we ended last week. Another nice day with more heat. And then a cool down though on the way this week. I'll get you prepared my first alert weather forecast.
From
Yes, I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. You are watching Good Morning Northwest. Thanks for joining us on this Monday morning at 6:31. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Jason. I am loving these bright, early, sunny mornings. They're
Yes.
so lovely.
Yes, we get up when it's dark when we get up,
Yes.
no matter what time of year it is. But it's just such a treat because we have to endure those winters where there's
just no light.
No light at all. We go to bed and we wake up, no light.
Yeah.
But it is a gorgeous day this morning, so we're going to take advantage. Let's take a look outside. And folks, look at that. We're going to continue to see that as we move along in our work week and really into our weekend, though we do have some chances, better chances than we've had in a while, of seeing some shower activity on the way. So Yakima, you are looking at the upper 80s. Plenty of sunshine today, and we're going to see more sunshine tomorrow. Just gorgeous conditions. Lower 90s for the Tri-Cities. More or less all of our areas, upper 80s, lower 90s, mid 80s for Ellensburg and Pendleton. But other than that, most of our cities are just in that groove. And we're going to be looking at nice conditions and warmer conditions as we head towards Wednesday. But as we get to our weekend, we're going to see things changing. So more heat today, cooling Friday, and the rain could possibly be returning for the first time in quite some time, at least some sustained. So I'll get to that in my forecast that's coming right up. But for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. This morning, mounting tensions between the U.S. and China. We have new video after a Chinese warship cut off a U.S. destroyer, nearly colliding with it in the Taiwan Strait. It's just the latest aggressive military move by the country that has U.S. officials on edge. ABC's Lindsay Watts has reaction from Washington, D.C.
New video this morning shows just how close a Chinese warship came to a U.S. military destroyer in the Taiwan Strait Saturday. The video captured from aboard the USS Chung Hoon, and additional footage of the incident coming from Canadian broadcaster Global News. Estimates are the Chinese ship was just 150 yards from the U.S. destroyer. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin warning China's government.
Do the right things to rein in that kind of conduct, because I think accidents can happen that could cause things to spiral out of control.
China's defense minister is defending its warship, telling the U.S. to, quote, mind your own business, and calling the U.S. and Canadian military presence in the Taiwan Strait a provocation. The U.S. is seeing an alarming increase in confrontations with China. Just last week, a Chinese fighter jet flew within 400 feet of an American spy plane over the South China Sea, forcing the U.S. plane to bounce wildly through turbulence of the fighter jet's wake. U.S. officials criticized the maneuver as unnecessarily aggressive and part of a pattern by China.
They're trying to flex their muscles and advance authoritarianism. We need to stand strong.
The Republican chair of the U.S. Intelligence Committee calls China's aggression unbelievable, also highlighting that massive Chinese spy balloon that traveled across the U.S. before being shot down. The Biden administration is looking for a diplomatic fix to the souring relations, sending a senior State Department official on a rare visit to Beijing.
China's defense minister declined a meeting with Defense Secretary Austin at a security conference Friday in Singapore, although they did have a brief discussion at dinner. Austin says more conversations are necessary to avoid miscalculations that could lead to a crisis. Authorities in Virginia have located the civilian plane that crashed Sunday near the George Washington National Forest. U.S. fighter jets responded to the incident and caused a sonic boom heard throughout the Washington, D.C. area. Travis and Hannah Thornton were recording a song when something unexpected happened. A sonic boom caused by U.S. F-16 fighter jets as they attempted to reach a civilian aircraft Sunday. Officials from the North American Aerospace Defense Command says the sonic boom came after its craft were authorized to travel at supersonic speeds. The Federal Aviation Administration says the private plane left Tennessee and was headed to Long Island, when at one point it changed directions, eventually crashing in Virginia. Authorities say 4 people were on board the Cessna 560 Citation V. The National Transportation Safety Board tweeted that it is investigating the crash. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
It is a beautiful start to the week, and we have more sunshine and heat on the way, but we do have changes to talk about as we move in the week. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, when we come back, we'll tell you how you can get involved in sending a message to space.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Okay, thanks for visiting. Bye, Alice.
I'm stuck.
Not funny anymore.
Yes, it is. Wait, guys, the Mesozoic times are boring and have 0 rad attractions. Triple play is fun. I want to stay here.
Of course you can stay. Oh, fantastic. We won't regret this.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She's on the logo already. Marketers are the worst.
From Cap KVU, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease, and my doctors in Spokane strongly encouraged me to change careers. It's just amazing. Just recently I had a need for a walker. Right there it was. If I need any supplies, they're there for me. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
She's forecasted local weather for 3 years, and starting tonight, she joins the Cap KVUE First Alert weather team.
Join me each evening at 5, 6, and 6:30 on Cap KVUE Local News.
Stacy Lee, Cap KVUE First Alert weather. Watch weeknights.
I like that. It's a nice way to start our Monday.
Monday, Adrian Brody from Asteroid City, plus Dominique Fishback.
Today at 9 on Cap KVUE.
Well, you've heard about a message in a bottle, but what about a message in a bottle that will end up in space?
In space, you say?
Yeah.
NASA wants you to get in on its Europa Clipper mission by adding your name to an original poem penned by U.S. poet Ada Limon, titled, Ada Limon, titled In Praise of Mystery, a Poem for Europa.
Now, the poem will be aboard the spacecraft when it blasts off in October 2024. The spacecraft will then travel billions of miles away to Jupiter's moon, Europa, where it will investigate if the ocean thought to lie beneath Europa's icy crust could support life.
Could be our first indication of alien life.
Ooh.
Names received before 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on December 31st. Let's just call it New Year's Eve 2023 will be stenciled onto a microchip with the poem before the spacecraft takes off. You can read the poem, and hear Limon recite it in an animated video at go.nasa.gov/message.
So you're not helping write the poem. You're just
No.
adding your name to it.
You're just kind of supporting it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then your name gets to be out there in space.
And we just hope the aliens who find it are peaceful. That's all we hope. All right, folks, the First Alert weather forecast that's coming up. A beautiful day is ahead. A nice week with some changes, though. I'll tell you all about it next.
And we'll check back in with Riley Fitzgerald one last time at the scene of a car crash and shooting of a suspect. That's coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
It's not every day that you can experience award-winning limited production wines selected by industry notables, plus receive advanced news regarding upcoming releases and events. Delight in the convenience of having wines delivered to your door as a member of the Coyote Canyon Wine Club.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Arrow Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with your new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Arrow Roofing a call today.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
From Cap KVUE, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease, and my doctors in Spokane strongly encouraged me to change careers. It's just amazing. Just recently I had a need for a walker. Right there it was. If I need any supplies, they're there for me. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry. Load up, wolves! Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan. Now, Cap KVUE First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Look at all that sunshine on this Monday morning. My goodness, what a way to greet us for our work week or just the new week. Hope you had a wonderful weekend and get ready for another nice day. So plenty of sunshine. We're going to keep seeing sunshine popping up, more sunshine than not for the week ahead. But we do expect to see some interesting changes as we move into the next couple of days. So we are looking at highs or currents, in the 50s. Again, close grouping. Right in the mid to lower to upper 50s, just depending on where you're at. So another nice and warm morning, and we're going to continue to see, now this is for the Tri-Cities, we're going to slightly warm up tomorrow, and then by Wednesday, all of our areas mostly in the mid to upper 90s. Slowly cooling on Thursday, or less hot, I think would be a better way to put it, and a large drop, 11 degrees for the Tri-Cities from Thursday into Friday. For the Yakima region, it's 17 degrees, and we have a good chance of seeing some shower activity, which usually happens when we see such a drop, so we're keeping a close eye on that. But for the next couple of days, our Futurecast is showing just beautiful conditions. Still some shower activity in the pretty much the middle to southern part of Idaho, but not getting into our areas. Tuesday morning for your morning commute, absolutely perfect, and that will continue into Wednesday, though we could see a little bit of shower activity very quick come in Wednesday, but best chance will be Thursday night into Friday. So we're keeping a close eye on that. So winds, pretty much what we expect. We expect 15 to 10 mile per hour winds today for Ellensburg through Toppenish. We're just a little above that right now in Ellensburg. That will remain into the evening hours. Then for Yakima areas, about 10 miles per hour to light as we get into tomorrow, and about 10 mile per hour to light for the Mid-Columbia, though you could see a little bit of a breeze here or there today. And we're going to see similar conditions, just like we saw over the weekend. We had moments where we saw a little bit of breeze, but not too much, and that will continue into really the week ahead, maybe just a little bit extra as we see those conditions change on Thursday into Friday. So today we are in the mid to upper 80s for most of our areas. Yakima, Toppenish, you're right there at 89. Lower 90s to upper 80s for the Mid-Columbia, and in the Blue Mountain region, we are looking right at those mid to upper 80s. So folks, just a warm, well above our average day, and we're going to continue to see more sunshine than not, but we do have, again, some chances of showers on the way. So for Yakima, we are going to be right around that 90-degree mark today. Tomorrow, slightly warmer tomorrow. Mid-90s for Wednesday and Thursday. Then that chance of showers Thursday into Friday morning, and those cooler conditions, especially Friday and Saturday. If you've been looking for relief from the heat, it is on the way. And overnight lows are in the mid to upper 50s to lower 60s. So staying pretty consistent despite our temperatures highs being all over the place for the next 7 days. Tri-Cities area, 95 tomorrow, 98 Wednesday. That is about 18 degrees above our average. And then that quick cool down Thursday into Friday, and staying right in those mid 80s for Friday and Saturday. And folks, even though we are cooling down for the weekend, that is still robustly above our average. So folks, for your Monday, plenty of sunshine. What you see is what you're going to get. Slightly warming towards mid to upper 90s by Wednesday, but changes, those cooler conditions and possible showers coming Thursday into Friday morning.
A law enforcement officer shot a suspect last night in Kennewick after an alleged attempted armed carjacking. As of late last night, Columbia Center Boulevard was closed to north and southbound traffic, as well as the mall parking lot. Those are all now open following an investigation. Cap KVUE's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live from the scene of where the shooting happened. Now, Riley, do you have any new details?
Good morning, Jill. We are still working off of very limited information from law enforcement. We have no new details as of this update. What we do know, the Kennewick Police Department was pursuing a presumed stolen car throughout Kennewick around 8:40 last night. The driver, suspected of armed robbery and car theft, crashed into the lawn at the Bank of America near Columbia Center Mall. That's right behind me. Authorities say the suspect then took off on foot toward the mall and attempted to take another car at gunpoint. That was when a Benton County Sheriff's deputy fired at the suspect. They were hurt and taken to a local hospital. Their condition is not known at this time. We do know that no one else was hurt in this shooting. Law enforcement officers were still here just a few hours ago on the scene, but it is now clear and all of the roads that were closed last night appear to be open. We're working to learn more information on what led to this situation last night. We'll bring you updates on our website, yaktrynews.com, as well as an update tonight on Cap KVU Local News at 5 and 6. Live in Kennewick with Good Morning Northwest, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you for that, Riley. We will be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, yet another tourist crossing the line at Yellowstone National Park.
A lot of people have lost a bit of common sense, and they put themselves and the animals in serious danger.
On the heels of images like this, a woman reaching out to pet a bison only to scramble away to safety. And this, a tourist taking a selfie just feet away from another bison. Officials are now sharing a new cautionary tale, investigating tourists who they say this Memorial Day weekend grabbed a baby elk and took it inside their car to the police station.
And if you're getting in the way, not only could you get injured, could the animal get injured or in trouble, but you're actually impeding or hurting their chances for survival.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you how national park officials at Yellowstone and across the country are working to keep visitors and animals safe. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.
My husband and I have never been more active.
Shingles doesn't care.
I go to spin classes with my coworkers.
Good for you. Shingles doesn't care. Because no matter how healthy you feel, your risk of shingles sharply increases after age 50. But Shingrix protects. Proven over 90% effective, Shingrix is a vaccine used to prevent shingles in adults 50 years and older. Shingrix does not protect everyone and is not for those with severe allergic reactions to its ingredients or to a previous dose. An increased risk of Guillain-Barré syndrome was observed after getting Shingrix. Fainting can also happen. The most common side effects are pain, redness and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, tiredness, headache, shivering, fever, and upset stomach. Shingles doesn't care, but Shingrix protects. Shingrix is now $0 for almost everyone. Ask your doctor about Shingrix today.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to Jason's local forecast in a moment, but first a look at this morning's top stories. A suspected car thief is on the run after smashing 2 patrol vehicles and racing away from law enforcement in Richland Sunday morning. Just after 8 a.m., a black Cadillac Escalade was parked on the sidewalk next to the Walmart on Dupertale Street. The Escalade had been reported as stolen, and officers approached and found a man sleeping in the driver's seat. When the driver woke up, he put the vehicle into gear and began smashing into the police vehicles, able to get enough room to drive away. And a fire broke out near the Columbia Center Mall Saturday. You can see smoke here just off of West Willamette Avenue. The fire appeared to be a brush fire that sparked below the edge of the street. Fire crews managed to put the blaze out, but we don't have word yet on what started the fire. A fire near Prosser temporarily shut down part of State Route 221 Friday. Fire crews from Benton and Yakima County raced to get the fire under control. Officials say smoke from the fire caused visibility issues, which is one of the reasons they had to shut down the road. Benton County Fire District 1 says the fire started near Horse Heaven Sportsman Range in Prosser and burned about 10 acres before firefighters were able to get it under control. No word yet on how the fire started. Yakima police need the public's help to identify the man on your screen. Police say that they suspect him in a Thursday morning robbery at Cruisin' Coffee at 32nd Boulevard and Nob Hill. Police say a robber walked up with a gun and demanded cash. If you have any information that can assist the investigation, contact Detective Medina at 509-575-6203 or submit an anonymous tip through Crime Stoppers. On June 6, 2021, Jonathan Spear was gardening in his yard when he was shot and left paralyzed. Thanks to community and medical support, he's been able to go back to doing what he loves the most. But last month, doctors found a tumor in his brain. They successfully removed it, but he's struggling with his speech. His family says the doctors are hopeful, but he's looking at a difficult, expensive recovery, and their friends have made them a GoFundMe page to try to help with those costs. A climber has died on Mount Rainier. According to the National Park Service, a 41-year-old Bremerton man had been climbing Wednesday with a licensed expedition team when he collapsed near the summit. Attempts to revive him did not work, and the climbing guides worked with the National Park Service and used a helicopter on Thursday to bring the man's body off the mountain. The Pierce County medical examiner will determine why the man died. Now to Washington state politics. Democratic State Senator Mark Mullet has announced his candidacy for Washington governor. He released a campaign video that highlights his efforts in Olympia to tackle issues such as climate change, the housing crisis, and gun control. Other Democrats seeking the governor's office include Attorney General Bob Ferguson and Public Lands Commissioner Hillary Franz. Leadership Tri-Cities is on the home stretch of its latest class project. They raised more than $50,000 to help the domestic violence services of Benton and Franklin County open up the Mariposa Boutique, a thrift store that will serve everyone in the community and be a resource for those getting out of domestic violence situations. One difficulty has been finding landlords to partner with for the space like this, and they say this landlord has committed to a 40-year partnership. There's not much that can ruin your morning like waking up and realizing you're out of coffee, but a Richland couple's business can help prevent that. The PNW Coffee Club features roasters throughout Washington and Oregon and delivers their beans to your front door. Brandon and Anna Hoff founded the business and operate out of their home. It's a subscription-based club that is customizable depending on your ideal cup of joe. Hydroplanes underwent H1 Unlimited testing for the upcoming Tri-City Water Follies Columbia Cup. Hundreds of spectators turned out to see the rooster tails and enjoy the thrill of thunder from the high-powered speed boats. The Tri-City Water Follies and STCU Over the River Air Show take place the last weekend of July.
Just like they were testing out the hydros, we were testing out summer-like conditions over the weekend, and they continue today. Good Monday morning, everyone. Look at all the blue sky we have this morning. Another beautiful day is ahead, and we're going to see that continue for the next couple of days. So current temperatures, we are warm, 60 already for Hanford, Toppenish, and Walla Walla. Other than that, mid to lower 50s. Still a gorgeous morning. We're seeing a little bit of wind out there. I'll get to that in a bit, but we're going to continue to warm up as we get into tomorrow and for especially Wednesday. Now this is for the Tri-Cities, so expect for all of our areas in the 90s, mostly mid to upper 90s by Wednesday. But a big cool down as we get into Friday, and we could be seeing cooler temperatures for your weekend. Also some shower activity coming into the area for the first time in a while Friday morning possible. So we're seeing between 15 to 10 mile per hour winds for the Ellensburg, Toppenish, Yakima areas, mostly light for the rest of our regions. That's about what we're going to be seeing today into the evening. Tomorrow, 10 mile per hour winds to light. So let's get to our highs today, and it's just beautiful. We're in the mid 80s for Ellensburg, upper 80s for Yakima and Toppenish. In the mid Columbia, lower 90s, upper 80s. And in the lovely Blue Mountain region, we're in the mid to lower 80s. Do expect to be a couple of degrees warmer tomorrow, then even warmer by Wednesday, but relief from the heat is on the way this weekend. Jill.
Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. Cap KVUE Local News is back tonight at 5.